let's go to headline number 2. After reports teased the link up last week, it is now official. Walmart has picked up Paramount Plus to be the official streaming partner for its Walmart Plus subscription service. Walmart will begin offering Paramount Plus to all Walmart Plus subscribers at no additional cost, a service which on its own costs at least $4.99 a month. Numerous Walmart execs, as I alluded to before, took to social media this week, most notably Chief Marketing Officer William White, and friend and former colleague had this to say on LinkedIn, quote, "One of the most requested perks for Walmart Plus is coming in September, exclamation point. In addition to free delivery from Walmart.com and discounts on gas, members now also get the Paramount Plus Essential Plan, a $59 value," end quote. David, are you sharing the Walmart execs' enthusiasm for this new partnership?
Yeah, I haven't often said this on this show, but I absolutely love this one. Like,
really?
I think.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Tell us more.
Wow.
I'm a huge fan of this move.
Oh my God. Okay, why?
Well, a couple of things, right? So, like, if you think about the two dominant players that are racing to build a complete bundle, right? Amazon's well ahead.
Yeah.
And they had to have a video response. Since they sold Vudu to Comcast a few years ago, which was never going to work out. Mm-hmm. This now gives them content. It's a content that I think matches up pretty well with their demographics. They got the CBS version of football. They got a lot of kids stuff. It's a broad
Yellowstone,
middle America content, right?
Yeah.
So,
I think Paw Patrol is the real important.
Paw Patrol. It's like they got a bunch of great stuff.
Yeah.
They the other streaming services they looked at, right? Disney was never going to do a deal.
No, they don't need them.
They don't need them. Walmart was never going to build it, right? They're not driven by an ego-fueled desire to own a studio that, kind of the way, I think Amazon started. So I think it's a great play to keep some, make them more competitive with Amazon Prime Plus, and, Walmart Plus is becoming a viable alternative. Well, I can't wait to see what's the next piece of that they add to Walmart Plus.
Wow, I can't wait to talk about this. All right, but Abhinav, you got to go next. What are your thoughts here? Do you agree with David?
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as David went to say I love it. I would say they had no other option. They had to put something together to compete with Prime if that's their goal. And
is that their goal? Yeah, right. Okay.
If that is their goal, or that should be their goal, that is a different question altogether.
Right.
And so I think if they had to do it, I think this was the most viable option. I guess that was on the table. The more interesting piece to me was when they report their. I mean, they've never publicly said what are their Walmart per subscriber growth numbers. They've never publicly said it.
Published those, yeah.
Which is same in line with Amazon when it was going through with the Prime. It never published it. I think they started publishing 6 years ago.
Yeah.
The bigger thing is, as I read between the lines, I think they say, yeah, our subscriber base is growing monthly. Every month it continues to grow, but the language is so soft that it makes me believe that the growth is not what they were expecting, and they have to do something to energize it. And I think this is probably a move that will help them. Now, how far, I will wait to see.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know what you think on this. We haven't talked about this. So do you think this is the move that's going to energize the growth or not?
I agree with Abhinav. I think we have to wait and see how much this impacts, because honestly, for me, it still isn't enough to get me to do a Walmart Plus subscription. And like, there's a key missing component here.
Yeah.
With Amazon Prime Video, you have no ads. Okay. And this platform is for the $4.99 version. You still have ads. Like, at least Walmart get the ad-free version. Like, that's a big, I don't think it's a big deal when you're looking at like $5 a month. I don't think it's enough of an ad to get the needle pushed the way that they think they're going to get it from this.
Yeah. Well, okay. Go ahead, Abhinav.
No, I would say
jump in to get in here.
In case of Amazon with Amazon Prime, the Amazon Prime subscription stood on itself even before Amazon Prime came along. And it was doing really, really well when Prime came along. And then as Prime came along, it brought more customers in. So it was helpful for sure. And as you called out, it was always ad-free with the Prime subscription. So Walmart Plus, I think this is a sweetener, but Walmart Plus core offering has to stand by itself.
Before it can be, before this is creating the value. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. But
But I think what you guys are talking about is really important in this, because like, and it goes back, I thought when we talked about what is the goal of this, I think that's really important, is like, why in our minds do we mentally say like, oh, it's a subscription program, it needs to be bundled and it needs to be like Amazon's, when in reality, the beauty of what Amazon does is they've created the flywheel around the Prime membership, and it fuels everything that Amazon is doing. So it's Amazon owns its own content studio.
Mhm.
Walmart doesn't. Walmart is basically buying the content studio from Paramount. So it's not going to get that same flywheel effect. So that's my point, is like, I don't think it's going to do anything. I coined the phrase last night. I think this is a Paramount over a molehill. Like, honestly, like that's what's going on here.
I don't know that I'm going to give you credit for that. It's pretty
pretty
pathetic.
weak, but hey, points for trying, Ed. Come on.
I guess so.
But like, I just don't get it, because even in the statement that William White said, like, if your current Walmart Plus customers are asking for it, I mean, it's not going to get you incremental subscribers, most likely, because they're already with you. You know, to your point, they saw some value in it that you're not seeing, and they signed up for it, so they got it anyway. That's great. But I come back to it. It's like, it's not the same thing from the flywheel approach that Amazon takes with it. And so the two things from a business model perspective, to me, could not be more different. And the real advantages Walmart has to find is, where are those synergies? Like the gas discounts. Yes, that makes sense. You know, Walmart or Amazon can't do that, right? Scan and go services in store. Yes, that makes sense. You can advertise off that platform, which is yours.
Right.
You don't get that with Paramount Plus. David, last word here, though, because I pretty much just disagreed with you.
Yeah, I think the big piece you're missing though, Chris, is the draw of NFL and just how popular NFL is. You know, now I know, all of the streaming services have a little piece of it. CBS is still, and Fox are still the two biggest pieces of it. So having access to that and not having to pay for an NFL Red Zone or something along those lines, I think is going to be really key to this deal. And
So
I
you
think
think,
that
they're
the
setting this
driving
up for the future of how the NFL streaming battles get won? Okay, well, that's an interesting point. Yeah, I mean, okay, I don't know. I think that's maybe over attributing a little bit to them, but in terms of NFL, in terms of how to play out.
I mean, it's NFL plus other content, right? You know, there's still established content in the Paramount network. I mean, you can talk all you want about the flywheel of Amazon and Amazon Prime. They've bought a lot of content. All of their produced content is still not taken hold the way some of the content that exists on the other platforms is, right? They, it's hard to argue that they have 2 or 3 shows, let alone 10 or 20 that they have produced that people are clamoring to see.
I don't know. I think that was debatable as I'm watching Boys religiously right now, but but yeah, no, it's good. Well noted.